cluster flies, pretty horrible little creatures. That's what this job we've come out to here, and we've actually only been here for 10-15 minutes, and already cluster flies have started to land on the truck. Look, because they've worked out that it's nice and hot because it's a black truck. It doesn't take them very long to work things out. So, and if we have a look, this is the house where we're sorting them out. You might be able to make it out. We'll have a look from upstairs and you'll see it even better upstairs. But you can see all on the side, there's actually a little starling right on the top of that chimney there, look. And that starling, every so often you see it pick one off. But sadly, the starling hasn't picked enough off. So basically they've had to get the pest interceptors out. And we're going to go and sort them out. What's happening is, we're going to show you in a minute, the upstairs windows on the third floor. Every morning they're getting woken up by hundreds and hundreds of flies all around the windows, basically, on the sunny side of the house. Sunny side of the house is this side of the house, and you can see all the cluster flies. Look on this part here, you see them against the white. You can see them all sunning themselves. And what they're doing there is they're getting the last bit of heat energy that they can before they go into the loft and into void spaces in walls and around sash windows and Velux windows. And they'll stay there then basically until the spring. And the adult fly then leaves and looks for a manure heap or something like that where there's loads of earthworms. And the earthworm then gets the egg laid on it, and then that hatches out into a maggot, and the little maggot then goes into the earthworm and parasitizes it, believe it or not, and it lives inside that alive earthworm. So the earthworm's going about its normal business, and this maggot basically is eating away at the insides, but it doesn't eat the very important bits of the earthworm, so it keeps it alive all the way through the summer months. And then the adult then emerges. The earthworm itself then dies because there's no purpose to the parasite anymore. And then basically in the autumn time, before the first frosts appear, the adult fly then comes back, usually to whence it came, and they'll go into your loft again, and then they cluster up, which is basically why they call them cluster flies, and they let off a horrible pheromone smell. They're just a horrible, horrible little creature. Luckily, they're not a vector of any diseases that humans can suffer from. But who's to say they don't pick something up in the future? You know, not very nice beasties. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a residual insecticide which is designed to work on flies once it's dried, and we'll spray that all around the window frames upstairs. And we're also going to let off a big heavy duty smoke bomb up in the loft, which will kill hopefully loads of the adults. But it's one of those jobs where it's very hard to give a guarantee. In fact, we won't give you a guarantee on it. No one will give you a guarantee on cluster flies, because it's something where we have to keep coming back year after year. Sometimes you might just catch it just perfect, and you'll kill every fly off in the loft, and that means they won't be there to go and find an earthworm in the spring and start the life cycle all over again. But they're basically programmed, like we think through DNA and things like that, to actually come back to exactly the same places where they came from originally. And that pheromone that they let out when they're in the loft and in the void spaces around windows, that also attracts them. So it kind of, the DNA tells them that this is a good place where the mom and dad came from. Then they pick up on the pheromones that the other ones are letting off, and that draws more and more of them in. And every year that they're here, you'll just get more and more and more. So if you've got cluster flies, give the pest interceptors a call, and we'll come out and sort them out. Right, let's go and have a look what's happening upstairs. So we're upstairs at the same premises. Beautiful, beautiful big old house. And you can see they've gone a bit quiet here now. Here's all the cluster flies, look, sunning themselves on this sunny side of the house. Now Rick, if you come round here, you can actually see the side of the chimney. Can you pick that up? All the flies all on the side of it, look. Oh yeah. And you can actually see on the top there's that starling, look, if you watch. Every so often you see it snap and, oh, there's two up there now.
Oh God, oh, they're all crawling all over my neck.
And them horrible, aren't they? There's a wasp here feeding on them as well, look, trying to catch them. Look at that wasp, look, she's so efficient. Look, bang, bang, bang. Look at her trying to grab them.
These are horrible, they're all crawling down.
Can you see the starling at the top?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to see if we can see one catch one. Yep, she got one then. So a great food source, and another one. That wasp hasn't caught one yet, look. Ooh. Now, do you want to hear something really horrible? Saying that with my microphone here, you might not hear it. I like the way you've run off. You listen to this.
I wasn't expecting this to happen.
Okay, well, what we're going to do now is we're going to use that residual insecticide. I'm going to spray it around here. I'm going to put my face mask on and everything, obviously. We're going to spray it all around the inside of the window where they sit anyway. We're going to then open the Velux window and spray around all the inside of there. And I mean, that's just disgusting, because basically inside this bit here where this catches that I just opened, there's a void space in there. So basically they're ready for the winter time. They're inside there and they're all clustering up, ready for the cold nights. And then we've also got to go up in here in the world's smallest loft hatch, and we'll be letting off a large smoke bomb up there. I haven't had a look up there yet. The chap literally yesterday had someone come from the Bat Society to make sure there's no bats up here as well, because you can't do anything if you've got bats. So just be careful with that. The spiders have had a good time up there. Just have a quick look. Oh yeah. Oh, there's millions of dead flies up here. Yeah, you want to get some footage of this, mate? I want to get some footage of this. Yeah, do you want me to leave the torch up there?
Yeah.
I'll just leave the torch on there. You can have a look. I'll get my face mask on and pump up the sprayer. I see all the dead ones. There's millions of them up there. Okay, one large smoke bomb. Hopefully the microphone will be picking this up. Now my torch, thank you. Do you want me to film this going off? Oh, there we go. You'll see that'll start producing loads of smoke any second. There it goes. You getting that? Yeah. And that'll fill up the whole void space, killing any of the adults. I'll probably find that might drive a load out as well. When we leave, we'll have a quick video from outside, and you'll be able to see them all coming out of the tiles all over the place. So let's get these windows sprayed. Right. So first we'll just do, in fact I might as well open these up, I think. You ready? Ah! Look at them all. Horrible. Let's stay. You git.
Yeah.
Horrible. They really are horrible beasts, aren't they? Okay, so that's that one done. This one's going to be awful. In fact, I'm going to put my hood on, I think. Oh, I feel like I've got one in my hair. Okay. Shocking. Ready? Oh, it's going to be horrible. That wasn't so bad in the end. What we need to do is get in all these little void spaces with the residual insecticide. That's the important thing, the residual. Okay, and there's just a one bedroom on the back. A few around this bit as well. Let me see if I can reach those ones. Basically, everywhere where this dries, it'll still be it's a functioning insecticide, really. See, on this bedroom, because this isn't on the sunny side, there's not nearly as many flies, but we're still going to do it anyway. Oh, what's he saying? Did you get that?
Yeah.
So that one was actually worse than the others, and I should tell you for why. Because this is on the dark side, these are already clustering. Even though it's this early in the year. Madness. Okay. So, another exciting job done with the pest interceptors. Whew, let's go, Rick. Go and have a look outside now and we'll see what's on the roof, yeah? Whew. Let's take that off. It's hard work inside those masks. Okay, so that's cluster flies. Obviously you don't ever want cluster flies in your house, do you? That's horrible. I'll be itching for days now, even though they're not really going to be biting me or anything like that. It's just the fact that I've been covered in flies. But sometimes you can actually see them all coming out of the actual ceiling, but because of that angle of the dangle on that one, you can't. And because it's such a massive house as well. And it's really quite lucky because when the Batman has been out, apparently they've got bats in this. So if this was your house and you've got cluster flies, you've got a big problem because we ain't going to be able to treat them. And get your checkbook out because the bat people ain't cheap. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's the subscribe that we really need.